Evening, South Carolina with Watch. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Sunday. I'm your host for South Carolina Weather, Jeff Peterson, and let's go and talk about the weather for your Sunday evening going into your week of January the 5th all the way through January the 11th. Now, looking at the radar right now, we do actually have some activity. We do have some rain going on up here inside of Williamsburg County. Showers going through there. We also do have some rain going on up here in the upstate. Actually, some widespread rain going all the way from Abbeville towards Greenwood, Greenville. I'd honestly would maybe even try to say Spartanburg as well. But that might just be something to do with the radar. No, that's probably some rain actually up there close to Gaffney as well, and also towards Seneca, Walhalla, in those regions as well. I don't believe any of that is snow. It's not, because there is actually some snow falling up here inside, or some ice, sleet falling up there inside of North Carolina as we speak. So, talking about the radar right now, we do have some shower and thunderstorm activity going on all the way from Louisiana all the way up through Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, maybe even some snow as well. Snow going on inside of Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois, as well as Missouri and Iowa. Some ice going on inside of Kentucky as well. So we do have some ice going on, some sleet or some ice. Virginia, we talked about North Carolina as well, some snow going on through Missouri, as we do have blizzard warnings up. We have blizzard warnings up for Kansas, as we did have blizzard-like conditions up there. Same thing for Missouri as well as Kansas City, also receiving blizzard-like conditions. Snow going on all the way in Idaho, Montana, and then rain all the way up over there in Oregon and Washington, as well as Northern California. Rain also going on inside of Georgia and South Carolina. But if you go to cloud cover right now, honestly just shows some dense cloud cover throughout most of the state. Not really else much to say there, except for just some dense cloud cover throughout the state. If you look at cloud cover for the future, though, as you go on and push this forward, cloud cover is still continuing to get going as you get into tomorrow morning. As you go through the day into tomorrow night, cloud cover starts to clear out a little bit more, and by the time you get to around Tuesday morning, cloud cover will most likely be, I won't say 100% gone, but I say around 90 to 95% gone. And then moving into Tuesday night cloud cover still there, but still mostly clear for everybody. Here's your temperatures right now: 39 in Greenville, as well as 43 in Union, 41 in Rock Hill, 39 inside of Bennettsville and Loris, as well as 48 in Myrtle Beach and Georgetown, 50 inside of Charleston, 46 in Moncks Corner, as well as Walterboro, 50 in Beaufort and Savannah, as well as 48 in Augusta, 50 inside of Edgefield, and 46 inside of Greenwood, 43 Newberry, and Winnsboro as well. Low temperatures tonight will actually be around 37, Greenville, Spartanburg 38, Rock Hill 39, Cheraw, Anderson 41 in Greenwood, as well as 40 in Newberry, 41 in Winnsboro and Camden, 42 in Florence, 43 in Sumter, as well as 42 in Kingstree, 44 in Georgetown, 46 in Center Myrtle Beach, 49 in Charleston, as well as 44 in Moncks Corner, 45 in Walterboro and Barnwell, 44 in Aiken, 51 inside of Hilton Head Island as well. In terms of rainfall for tonight, actually a lot you can see on this map right here, but there definitely is rainfall that is possible pretty much throughout the entire state. We have a little rain index thing up there at the top. I still got to figure out what I'm going to do with that, but as of now, it works. So, 80% to 100% chance definite. Expect precipitation and plan accordingly for places like Anderson, maybe even Greenville, Spartanburg, and those are probably the only places that you will 100% see rain. You should most likely expect it. Then you have a 60 to a 79% chance, which is likely. Widespread precipitation is likely, and that's for places like Lawrence, maybe even Rock Hill, Camden, Winnsboro, and I'd say Greenwood as well. 30 to 59% chance, you just have a chance. 50-50 shot, Aiken, Columbia, and Cheraw, as well as Sumter, Orangeburg, Barnwell. And then 15 to 29% chance, which means it's a 25% chance somewhere around there. For places like Florence, Dillon, and maybe even Kingstree. And then 0 to 14, which means you probably will not receive rain, and it's not expected. Places like Walterboro, Hilton Head Island, Moncks Corner, Charleston, Georgetown, and Myrtle Beach. That is from tonight all the way into tomorrow morning at around 7 o'clock in the morning. So in between that time frame right there. So now going on talking about any type of severe weather. I believe this is it right here. Yes, it is. As you go on and push this forward, there's, in terms of excessive rainfall, I mean, that's like right on the tip of South Carolina right there for tonight, but I wouldn't really count that. As you move through tomorrow, nothing for tomorrow, same thing for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So no sort of excessive rainfall. In terms of thunderstorms, though, I think there actually might be a chance for some thunderstorms as we move through, and there is tomorrow. Tomorrow, inside of the Low Country, South Carolina, Midland, South Carolina, even portions of the PD region, can receive a thunderstorm if rain or shower does get going. It can evolve. It does have the ingredients to turn into a thunderstorm as you move into tomorrow. So make sure that you are watching for that if you get going tomorrow. And that's it. In terms of the SPC, let's go and talk about the future. And when I say future, I mean like the next 48 or so hours. And then we'll go on and talk about the future, which is like the next 400 or so hours. So moving on, as you move through the night, the showers will continue. This is around 2 o'clock in the morning right here up there inside the upstate. Obviously, rain is still going on. Moving through to around 5 o'clock in the morning, shower and downpour activity still going on inside the upstate of South Carolina. That's why I'm saying you can most likely expect rain up there as well. And as you continue to push it forward, this is 8 a.m., so this is out of the forecast area now from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. tomorrow. But still, shower activity moving through the upstate, the Midlands as well, and 10 a.m. You could have some gusty winds as well moving through places like Columbia. I even say up there towards Hartsville, Florence as well. Pretty much the entire state can receive gusty winds. Not just one specific area, because this is a cold front right here that will be passing us. So it's going to bring some rain with it. It's going to bring some gusty winds with it. It's going to get through the upstate around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, get to the Midlands at around 11 o'clock, and then to the Low Country and the PD region by around 1, 2 o'clock p.m. And the final little bit of rain will probably be moving out by around 3 p.m. until a little shower might want to make its presence up there inside Gaffney, Rock Hill as well. But that's going into like 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. And then past that, probably just some cool air and some dry conditions as you go through the rest of the early week from tomorrow night into Tuesday. But now going into our future for about like the next 400 or so hours, talking about this week's forecast for the week of January the 5th through January the 11th as well. So moving over here to the eastern U.S. in terms of temperatures this week, not really much of a surprise, but it is going to be below average temperatures this week, especially with the whole snow talk and all that kind of stuff going on. We will still be talking about that, but right now, below average temperatures for this week, and then in terms of precipitation, actually will be below average, which again, it's not really the best sign here. But most likely, for most of the week, it will just be cold and dry. Moving on to just the regular forecast for about the next 400 or so hours. As you go on and move through here, times in the top right corner of your screen, you can see the cold air. They're going all the way into like January the 9th-ish. And then as you get through around January the 10th, maybe some sleet trying to go on inside of western portions of South Carolina. And then rain taking over for pretty much the Low Country, South Carolina, PD, Midlands, and then maybe even freezing rain going on up there inside of the upstate of South Carolina as well. So runs have been all over the place. You can even see, as you go back to the 12Z, it said something a little bit more convincing as some snow up there inside the upstate, which is probably one of the most convincing runs that we've seen in a while. But as you just continue to push this forward, this still will be a winter storm. With ice impacts up there inside the upstate of South Carolina if that does get going. But again, we're getting closer and closer, and it's around like 132 hours out or so. So we'll continue to see what happens, and then pushing through. You're not really seeing much after that. Cold air is there. You can see the cold air is there by the time you get to around January the 18th, 19th. but there's just no precipitation. No precipitation at all. If the cold air is in place for us, it's definitely there, but we just cannot get the precipitation at the right time in order to get snow. So we'll continue to watch. We'll continue to see what happens. Forecast will change over and over again, so we'll continue to wait and see what happens. But that's what's going on for that. Let's go on and talk with the audience. And actually, I do not believe there is an audience tonight. There is not. And we have 11 people in here tonight. But I guess everyone decided to be quiet tonight. That is fine. We're just going to go on and move on then and talk about San Antonio and Raleigh then. Unless something's going on with my thing and I just can't see anything. But talking about San Antonio and Raleigh now. Just going on to push this forward. I don't see any sort of rainfall as you move through the next 40 or so hours. But as you go on and push this up here to Raleigh, North Carolina, there is rain possible. I mean, you can see by the time you get to around 1 o'clock in the morning-ish, you have shower, downpour activity going all the way from Raleigh going into eastern portions of North Carolina as well, and that will continue probably until around 9 o'clock in the morning and then through to around 3 p.m. as well. But then after that, you're not really seeing much in terms of rainfall. Talking about temperatures as well. So we're waiting for that to load. Let's go and check out the likes. We have 10 people in here and 11 likes, but 15 people have shown up so far. So if you're one of the other 4, if the other 4 people have not hit the like button yet, make sure that you go on and do that. And then you have low temperatures tonight in Raleigh, though, will actually be around 34 or 32, but that will actually be probably around right now, but it will actually rise. So your low temperature is probably happening right now, and then as the night progresses, it will get warmer, and that's actually something that's going to happen in South Carolina tonight as well. It's most likely going to hit its low temperature in about maybe 30, 45 minutes or so, but then as the night progresses, it's going to get warmer and warmer and warmer, most likely due to a warm front passing through, and then the cold front passing through right after tomorrow. But you do have high temperatures tomorrow, though, at around 47, low temperatures tomorrow night at around 30, and then high temperatures probably only getting into around the 30s for Raleigh. And then as you move over here to San Antonio for low temperatures tonight, at around 28. Yeah, that is your low temperature for tonight. 28, high temperatures tomorrow, 49. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 25. And then high temperatures probably getting into the 40s, high 40s as you get into your Tuesday. No severe weather expected for either location. Maybe some thunderstorms possible for Raleigh tomorrow. Would not be surprised if you saw something there. But that's pretty much it. I see, let me go in and check real quick. I see Trail's message where I said hello. That's the only message I can see. I'm going to check on my phone real quick just to make sure I'm not missing anything else. I don't believe I am. See what my phone says. Only one that I see is Trail, and that's the only one. So unless there's something wrong with both of my devices, I only see one. And if there is somebody else, leave another comment and I'll read it and respond to you inside the chat. But that's going to about wrap this forecast update up. I should talk about the U.S., but I can just recap it right now. I mean, there's really not much going on except for the winter storm that's going through pretty much Kentucky, going all the way into Missouri. We just talked about that. Kansas, as well as Virginia, West Virginia, all those regions, even North Carolina, and is receiving some as well. We also do have some freezing going on all the way into Texas. We just saw that earlier. Also, tornadoes. Tornado watches are out for places like Mississippi and Louisiana. Tornado warnings up for Mississippi, as well as wind from the cold front pushing through Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina going into tonight and tomorrow. But that's all that's pretty much happening. And I don't see anything else inside the chat, so I'm going to go and leave for the night. Hopefully everyone has a fantastic rest of your week, and I will be back tomorrow morning with your Monday morning forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Sunday.